In this video, I have taken a problem from JEE Advanced 2021. So it is given that a projectile is thrown from a point O on the ground at an angle 45 degree from the vertical and with a speed of 5√2 meter per second. So from a point O, a projectile is thrown and the angle is 45 degree and the initial speed u is 5√2 meter per second, and the projectile at the highest point of its trajectory is split into two equal parts. So at the highest point it is split into two equal parts, and one part falls vertically down to the ground 0.5 seconds after the splitting. So one part falls vertically to the ground and time taken is 0.5 seconds, and the other part t seconds after the splitting falls to the ground at the distance of x meter from the point O. So the other part in t second and at a distance x meter from point O. The acceleration due to gravity g is 10 meter per second square, and we have to find the value of t and x. So this is the trajectory, and initial speed u is 5√2 and angle is 45 degree. So the component of u in x direction will be u cos theta, that will be 5, and component in y direction will be also 5. So the velocity at the highest point will be 5 in x direction, and in y direction it will be 0, and at the highest point it is split into two equal parts, and one part falls vertically down and time taken is 0.5 seconds, and other part x meter away from point O, and time taken is t second. So the speed of second particle in x direction must be 10 because the momentum should be conserved, and here mass into velocity is 5, should be equal to m by 2, and velocity in x direction of first particle is 0 plus m by 2 into v. So we get v is equal to 10 meter per second in x direction. And if the velocity of first particle in y direction is v, then the velocity of second particle must be in opposite direction and equal to v, so that momentum is conserved. And the height h must be equal to uy square by 2g, and uy is equal to 5, so it is 5 square is 25 by 2g, and g is 10, so it is 20. So h is equal to 25 by 20. And for a first particle, suppose this is particle 1 and this is 2. So for particle 1, if we use s is equal to ut plus half a t square, then s is 25 by 20 and initial speed is v and time is 0.5 second plus half into acceleration is 10 and time is 0.5 square, and we get 25 by 20 is 1.25 is equal to 0.5 v plus 5 into 0.25 is 1.25. So we get 0.5 v is equal to 0 or v is equal to 0. So this speed is 0. So this speed is also 0. So the velocity in y direction of particle 1 and 2 are equal, that is 0. So time also must be equal. So we get t is equal to also 0.5 second. And now the center of mass must fall here because there is no external force, and one particle is falling here and the other particle here. So this distance is range r and this distance is r by 2. So we can say that m by 2 times r by 2 plus m by 2 times x must be equal to m times r, because the center of mass must be here, and m will get cancelled and we get r by 4 plus x by 2 is equal to r, or we get x is equal to 3r by 2. And now we get x is equal to 3 by 2 and r is equal to u square sin 2 theta by g, or x is equal to 3 by 2, u is 5 root 2 square, and theta is 45 degree, so 2 theta will be 90 degree and sin 90 is 1 by g is 10. So we get x is equal to 3 by 2 times 5 root 2 square is 50 by 10, and 1 0 and 0 will get cancelled and we get x is equal to 15 by 2, that is equal to 7.5. So it is the value of x. So we get t 0.5 second and x is 7.5 meter.